Welcome back. In this lecture, we will be doing error handling in JavaScript. First of all, we have to create login screen here for the admin panel. Go to file section, create a new file and save it on the same working folder and name it like admin login.html file. For admin login, we are using the same technique as we have used in the register.html file. We will be copying the same data, this navigation bar and this background image and the header of the website. So I will be going to index.html and copying this all data, the header section of the website, and I'm pasting it here. Close this body, close this body tag and then the HTML tag. Now it's same like as index.html, but we will be adding two fields here, the username and the password for the admin to log in to access the details of the website. I will be copying this and pasting it here, so that if I'm clicking on home button, home navigation tab, it will redirect me towards the main website page, the index.html page. Login dot admin login dot html. We have to add this reference in all three clauses in index.html because we haven't added the reference here, so we will be adding admin slash admin login.html and saving it. Same goes here, admin login.html, so that if we are clicking on this login button, it will redirect us towards this HTML file, admin.login HTML file. I'm refreshing this. So let's see if we are on a home page, index.html page, and we are clicking on this login button. You can see here we are redirected to login page. Now we will be changing some code here. So this is the name of our website. We will be making this header 4 and naming it admin. We will be creating two input fields here and a button here. Input, type text, name is username, and the placeholder is same username. Creating another one input field, type password, name is also password, and placeholder will be same password. So I'm making them required. You know the benefit of making them required. If user doesn't add any data in these both fields, there will be an error shown on the screen that please input the data. Now adding another. Now button, its type is submit. This is login button and I'm saving it. Let's see the changes here. We need to add more styles on these fields. For adding styles, like adding a style on button, I will be using class button, which we have used previously, and I am adding all these three on a different line. I'm saving it. Let's see. So all of them are on a different line, and you can see the login button here. It has the same style as we have in the main page. Now I will be making them in the center. So for making them in the center, I will be using center tag. By this center tag, I've aligned all these fields in a center. By using this center tag, I have aligned all these fields in center. So I'm saving this and refreshing this. So you can see here the changes, they all are aligned, and there is some space between username and the password. So you can see here, you can input username, you can add password here, and then log into admin panel. So this is the main admin panel we are creating for admin to access all the data, to delete the data. Now we will be adding some JavaScript for this login page. Like if we are adding incorrect username, it will show us an error, or incorrect password, then it will show us an error. If the username and the password are correct, then it will divert us to another page. So for this, we will be adding JavaScript before ending of the body, or before ending of this head tag. So previously we have added before the body tag. Now we are adding here before the head tag. I am adding a script tag here for the JavaScript. Now I am creating a function called validation. And inside this function, I will be getting username and password from these both fields, the form fields, as we have done in previous lecture, the DOM function. So var username, the variable name, document dot get element by id. Okay, So we also have to give them ID. I'm giving this ID as a username and this field ID as a password. It's better to give the same name so that you can understand it better for what purpose we are using this field. If like I'm using here var username is equal to document.get element by rd and I'm giving it here the username, so you can understand that I'm getting the username from the field. So if you are giving like field 1 field 2, it will be creating problem for you. I will be doing same var password is equal to document dot get element by id and giving here the id of element which is password. I have given here IDs and I'm accessing them here. Now we will create a logic here. If so, this is the basic checking condition of JavaScript. This if is used for validation or checking purpose. If username equals to null, then I will be checking another condition. If password equals to null, we are creating conditions here. If user doesn't enter username, then what will happen? If user doesn't enter password, then what will happen? If username is null, a user isn't entering the data in this username field, then user will be alert through this alert dialog box here. Please enter username. So this alert will create alert dialog box, and inside this alert dialog box there will be this text, please enter the username, and I'm copying this and pasting it here. If password is equal to null, then user will face this alert dialog box, please enter password. I'm saving this. Before refreshing that screen, I have to add onClick method here on the login button. I'm adding onClick method here and will be writing my function name here, which is validation. You can see I'm added. You can see I have added the validation function here. So on clicking this login button, you will be diverted to this function which is here, which will check if username is empty, then it will create an alert dialog box which will be saying that please enter the username. And the same for the password. Is password is empty or you haven't entered password, it will ask you please enter password. We have to add dot value here. Basically this document.get element by id will access your element through id, but by adding this dot value it will access its value, and then it will validate that if username is equal to empty, then alert dialog box will be appearing. So I am refreshing here and clicking here. So you see here, this is the alert dialog box. You can say the main difference between alert dialog box and the confirm is that in the confirm you have two options. negative option and a positive option, means OK or cancel. And in this alert dialog box you have only option of OK. So clicking this OK, you also have to enter the password if clicking OK. If I am adding this username and login, then it will show me error that please enter the password. Okay, it's better to add else if here, because this will first of all check if this is true, then it will not go here. If this is false, then it will go here. But if you are using only if, then first of all this will check this, then this will check this. So if we are not using else if here, then it will check every if condition. If it's true or not, this will check. If it's true or not, this will check. So it's better to use else if.
We are done with both these conditions. If username is empty, then it will be alert that enter a username. If password is empty, then it will be alert that enter a password. But what if both username and the password are empty, or username and the password are entered but they are wrong, it doesn't match the conditions? So for this we will be using if here, and inside this if, first of all I will check if username equals to empty and password is equals to empty. For and we use twice this symbol here. This is the AND symbol, but we will be using twice here. So this will check if username and password both are empty, then this condition will run. Then it will show us an alert. Please enter username and password, and a terminator here. Now we will be making this else if. First of all this will check if these both are empty, then this condition will run. Else if these both are not empty, means any one is empty, then this will check from that if username is empty, then run this condition. If password is empty, then run this condition. We can add two more conditions here, like else if username is not equal to admin and or password is not equal to admin, then this will alert that username or password is incorrect. And in the last one, else if these both condition meet, means username and the password is correct, username is equal to admin and password is equal to admin. if username matches admin, sorry, so I'm saying that if username matches admin and the password matches admin, then we will be diverted to another page. But this time we are using JS. For diverting in HTML, we were using like anchor tag for diverting, but in this JS we will be using another technique. Basically this AND is used for checking that both the conditions must be true, means username must be equal to admin and password must be equal to admin, then this condition will be true and run. On the other side, this OR is used whenever any of them condition is true, means username is not equal to admin or password is not equal to admin, then this will show that username or password is incorrect. So you understand the basic concept between OR and this AND condition. So far, like diverting from one page to another page in JS, like if username is admin and the password is admin, then it will divert to another page. So I will be using window dot replace dot location, and I will be adding URL here. So use any URL here. I'm going here and like finding out google.com, copying this URL and pasting it here. So I'm saying if username is equal to admin and the password is equal to admin, this will be diverted to google.com. So we are done with these logic conditions here. Now like we have this username and the password field here, but these both are in default color, means in a white color. So I'm making their background color black so that the value we enter must be shown properly. Like in the password field, whenever I was entering the password, it was like totally white, it was not showing me properly. So for this I will be adding style tag here and making background color black, and I will be adding same here the style tag and then the background color black. I'm saving it and refreshing this and going to login panel. So you can see here now, if I'm entering this admin and password here anything, it's showing here properly. In the previous one this was the white color, so the text color was also white, so these both were like not showing properly. First of all we will try condition checking here. If username and password is empty, like this one, if both are empty then it must show that please enter username and password. So let's check here, both are empty, then it will show please enter username and password. Okay, if username is not equal to admin and the password is not equal to admin, if any of them is true, then this will show this error, this alert dialog box. So I'm making password admin and username anything else like username here. I'm adding Hashir and the password is admin. Login here. Username or password is incorrect. You see here, if any of them will be incorrect, this will show this alert dialog box. So I have added username as admin and the password as admin. So if I'm clicking on this, this must be diverted to google.com, as you can see here. windows.replace location. Okay, so clicking here, it's not diverting because I have some syntax error here. It's not like windows.replace.location, it's windows.location dot replace. Means this windows location must be replaces with this URL. I'm saving it and let's see. So I have entered admin username and admin password. If I'm clicking on this login button, I will be diverted to this google.com. Clicking on this login button, so you see here I'm diverted to google.com. So in this lecture we have covered error handling in the form through JavaScript, and in the upcoming lecture we will be covering the introduction to PHP and the database.